Well, thought I'd do a little unboxing video. I got a mail call. I had a really good last couple weeks on eBay. I sold a bunch of stuff, and I scout, and I sort of went nuts and started ordering some parts for some projects. I've already opened a couple of things, you know, like whatever. But I figured I'd do the rest for the video. So after a couple of longer rides on the Nothing Special Schwinn, because it's my everyday bike now, I love it, I decided to order some locking skewers. These are like some cheapy sunlight locking skewers. The same ones Velo Orange has, but Velo Orange has them in silver, but they're out. But Nothing Special Schwinn has some black accents, so I was like, whatever. But I accidentally got the mountain bike ones. They're too long. I tried to put them on, and there's not enough threads on the rear. These are both the rear. Oh, this one's a used one. I had a couple of random used things sitting around I tried to. So there's not enough threads on the rear to actually tighten this down enough to make it tight and hold the wheel in. It's like several gaps and the wheel is loose. So I went back on eBay and I found a set of road ones. Ordered a set of those. I'm excited. So these will go on the Nothing Special Schwinn. These are cool because they have a special Allen key with a tamper-proof head in them. It's got a hole drilled in it, and then the actual bolt has a little peg in it. So you can't use a regular tool on these. These are what we used at the shop. We put them on all our rando bikes, on everything expensive. Anyone didn't want to lose their wheels, this is what they got. I also decided that the middle gear on the Nothing Special Schwinn, we used, used cassette and chainring, kind of skips a little bit. It's sort of been broken in and stopped skipping, but it's still too small. So I bought the biggest cassette I could find for 7-speed. It looked like it's got some riveted rings and stuff, so it's a little lighter. It's not so many chunks of steel. They do make like a mega range with like a normal, and a giant bailout 34, but you really need the mega range derailleur for that. And I figured this might work with the stock Dior DX derailleur I have on there, and if not, I will put a wolf tooth road link on. And by wolf tooth I mean the cheap like $3 Chinese version. I have a couple of them sitting around. They make them in every color. Maybe I'll get a black one to match. That'll be kind of cool. The black skewers, big black cassette. Pretty sure the chain on there is on new, so hopefully that'll work. I did order a couple of replacement Park Sun Tour like 2 and 4 prong Freewill removal tools, because I break these often. If you saw the last Weekend Update video when I went to the Community Cycling Center, I found a really nice new old stock Bicycle Research one for $9. So now I'm really up on my Sun Tour Freewill removal tools, which is great. Hey, Scouty, you just want some attentions? I also got this little bag of crank bolts. It was on sale for like, $7 or $8 for 12 these 8mm crank bolts, which I love. They make anything look unscuffy and nice. Things that lost their dust caps, things that have cheap bolts. Just pop these in. It is wonderbar. And what else did we get? Oh, we got this the other day, and I had to sign for it, so go to the post office. It was exciting, so I wanted to know what I had to sign for. And it is the very last new old stock Shimano Tiagra hub and skewer. Now, this might not be the coolest, highest end thing ever. People are like, oh, they're not cool, they don't say Ultegra on them. Because everyone's obsessed with Ultegra because it's borderline affordable, but not nearly as expensive as Dura-Ace, and pretty high quality. But I wanted to have that whole Ultegra group, and I want to do a matchy build. And so I ordered this. I ordered a front hub, which I'm hoping will be in one of these boxes I'll show you next. I'm going to go down to Stoic Wheels, and he's going to do me a deal on a wheel set. He's got several sets of 32-hole 700C road rims that I got on discounter clearance. Have been sitting because no one cares, because they're not tubeless compatible. People only want wide tires, they only want tubeless compatible. I'm going to run like 28mm tires. I don't give a crap about tubeless at all. All tubeless does is explode and get gunk all over you, or leave giant puddles on your floor. It's ridiculous. I guess it's nice for mountain bikes where you're hopping big heavy rocks and terrain and have some real problems and can bend rims and pop tubes, but road tubeless is stupid. You can take it from me, it's ridiculous. I used to yell at people, they bring that shit in my shop because it would always spray and leak all over the floor. I'm like, why? Get out of here. Learn how to change a tube, it's not hard. People love making their lives overly complicated with tubeless or internal gear hubs and all this nonsense, which is a giant nightmare for mechanics because they're trying to avoid doing service. Just run into the ground. I'm like, just learn how to change your tires, not hard. And it's your job as an avid cyclist to know how to fix a flat. So yeah, that's my rant. So this is this. Got this box, which is very heavy, and I'm hoping this is the front hub. Now, I did not get a Tiagra front hub. I got... Can I open this without totally destroying this box? It's kind of a crappy box, so I guess we're not going to care. It's a shame. I've been shipping so much stuff on eBay. I'm like trying to save boxes, dumpster diving all my neighbors' recycling bins, like trying to go nuts, you know? Oh, there's a skewer. I bet it is. Oh man, so much tape over bubble wrap. I'm pretty sure this came directly from China. It was $42, whereas they're usually like $99. Brian had a couple of these he bought up on sale, but he didn't have anything that I wanted. He didn't have what I wanted, which was 32-hole silver non-disc, all the right stuff. These old Panasonic hubs have good reviews, so this is a Dynamo hub. So it is silver. I thought it'd kind of match. It's a little blue-gray, but whatever. It's 32-hole, and it's got the plug-in. So this is like a generator on a car. So as your wheel spins while you ride, there's magnets and stainless copper coils, and so it builds electricity through friction, sends it up so you can get a headlight. This will power your headlight. The headlight I have forgotten to order, which I need to do. So this is what we used to put on all our rando bikes. We used to put like the Sun Hubs or the SPs, like the nicer stuff. But this one's supposed to be fine and it's cheap. So that'll be the front. You know, it doesn't quite. Oh, the colors don't quite match. SP for a while was making a gray that matched the modern 11-speed Tiagra. I wonder if it would match this kind of blue. Yeah, I'm stopping being crazy. It's close enough. It's not black. It doesn't have a big disc thing on the side. It is fine, man. It's fine, man. But if you can do stuff that's matchy and more correct, like, do it. Don't cheap out and lazy and make your bike ugly to save like $1. So it's got like a little matching front skewer and a little plug. So your wires go into here and this plugs into the hub. So that's cool. So now I can go to Brian and spend more money. I'm like freaking out. I spent so much money on all this junk and then all of a sudden committing to spending stuff with Brian. And Brian also has some stuff I want to buy. A long time ago at the shop, I had an old Cobra, you know, the guys who made Campy's toolkit, wooden cased frame builder toolkit with all the stuff. And a guy came in and really wanted to sell me another Park Tools 2-prong freewheel removal tool. Yay, okay. This guy came in the shop and really wanted to sell me a bunch of stuff, and he had basically an entire VAR frame building tool set, like all the cutters and facers. And Brian didn't have any and I didn't need it. So I traded it to Brian for several wheel sets, basically spokes and labor, you know, and I bought the rims and the hubs at wholesale for rando bikes. And Brian never really used it. It's been hanging on the wall for like 5 years, so I asked him if he could sell it, and he said he probably would. Trying to save up to buy a house or something, maybe. So I need to come up with some dough. I figure it's probably going to cost me $400 to $600. I definitely think I charged him about $600 worth of spokes and labor. So we'll see if I can get it for $4. If not, I'll probably pay more. So oh, here it is, the Shimano white hoods. You saw the last couple videos from my Instagram posts. I bought a Cannondale for $100. I thought I was just buying them for 105 parts. So I was gonna probably strip, sell a fork, and sell the parts and whatever. It's a cool group. But I got there and that bike is mint. It paint's flawless. There's like one scratch. It looks bright and brand new. All the parts are like non-scuffy. The bike's too nice to strip, so I'm probably gonna see if I can flip it. You know, do a tune-up on it, lube and adjust. If I didn't have hoods, the old hoods are always sticky anyways, so found some new old stock hoods, so it probably won't be sticky. It'll be nice. I need some new white bar tape probably. The old stuff's alright. I can probably leave it on, but even better, it's got a cool white saddle. It's 58 centimeter. If you know anybody who wants a cool vintage 80s 105, like first generation 105 indexing Cannondale, hit me up. It's gonna have new old stock hoods on it. What else we got? I don't even remember half of this stuff I ordered because I just went crazy. Money was rolling in and I just started buying stuff. Oh, this is some cheap double-sided USBs. It's double-sided female on both ends. Because I forgot my laptop at home, or at Lindsay's, and I came here to pack some stuff for eBay. And I had no way of printing the labels. It was so annoying. So I'm getting this to see if maybe if that ever happens again, I could plug this into my phone and print from my phone. Because my printer is like 40 years old. and it's amazing. It works every time. It never has an issue with Wi-Fi because it's plug-in only. It's got crappy old ink, which the cartridge lasted me 10 years using it every day at a bike shop, plus 4 years since then using it every day for eBay, and I only had to replace the cartridge once, and it was like $10 instead of $100. You know, it doesn't like, the color doesn't dry up. It's like, oh, you gotta replace your ink, and it's $90. Like, I had a couple people insist I had to buy Wi-Fi printers, and they were a night every single time I went to use them. They wouldn't work, and you have to fuck with them for half an hour to get a print, and then 3 days later you use it again. Wouldn't work again. It was some different problem. Like, nonsense. The future is nonsense. No one likes it. It's dumb. So, old $10 printer at a garage sale. It's that truth. Scout, you are so needy during this video, but you're so cute. Yes, hi, Bob. Scouty. Okay. Next, what is this? No idea. I do know what one of these things is, but I don't really know what the rest are. Ooh, so this is Wolf Tooth made this cool tool, which is like a metal tool with you can keep a couple of spare bicycle Quicklinks in here for your bike. I think this is a lie. I think on the Wolf Tooth this is machined out as like a spoke wrench, but that wouldn't make any sense. And then it's got Quicklink pliers up here, so you can pop your Quicklink open or closed, and it's got tire lever down here. But they're expensive. No one's wanted, never got one, but these Chinese companies are making these super cheap, like $8 with free shipping ones now, so I ordered one just to play with it off eBay. Zito, they make them all the colors and stuff. I have no idea what this little Y is for then, but... Oh, and then these little silver things, here and here are magnets, so the tool will kind of close and hold itself closed. So it'll just pop open and you lose your Quicklinks. But pretty cool. I wanted one. I got one. Oh, this I already opened too, so I wasn't sure. Because it came in like 24 hours. So this is a portable USB plug-in photo kit. So I don't know if any of you guys, the little mini photo booth, if any of you guys follow my eBay, the bane of this house is I can't find a place that's well lit with a plain background. So I've been in here with like my regular lamp and like using it on my like, it's like a little table with like a big white piece of drawing paper. But it's like, my photos look really dark and terrible. So I got this. I'll start taking nice lit up photo booth photos of most of my stuff now. And it was like 20 bucks. Free shipping, so I thought it was worth a try. Here's a nice box I'll save to reship somebody's stuff in. I think we're down to the last two things. Okay, so I follow a bunch of CD. I like CDs at the shop because I hate digital music for all the same reasons. You're constantly switching to songs by bands you don't like and being annoying or playing ads. So I started buying a lot of CDs, and I also got an old truck with a 6-disc CD changer in it, so it's fun. And I used to be a crazy record collector. It was fun spending my free time going to record stores, so now it's fun spending my free time digging around at CD stores. Instead of paying $30, I'm paying like $2. So a guy on a Facebook group I have posted some. So I got a couple of Sex Pistols CDs. I already have this one. We had it. This one I've never heard of. Filthy Lucre Live. It must be... We got back together in like the late 90s and did a tour for cash. And Fit to Be Tied, Greatest Hits by Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. Like, you know, whatever. You have to buy 3. Got a sweet box. So I got some CDs. I went garage sailing. Again this weekend. I don't think I'll make a weekend update video because I didn't get any bike parts. But I did go to one garage sale because he listed a picture of CDs and a bunch of punk CDs. So I got like 7, 8, or 9 really good punk CDs. Like a Subhumans, Cradle to the Grave, and a couple of Crass CDs. Like a best of Discord. It's like a 3-disc collection of all the early Discord, like DC hardcore stuff from the early 80s. And some other cool stuff. So that's exciting. So more tunes for the car. Now this last one, I'm pretty sure I know what it is. I went on eBay and ordered the cheapest bearing press they had. It's clearly like a bottom bracket press fit stupidness, which always creak or stupid. I'm trying to avoid them. Just get 68 English threaded square taper. Everyone's like, they're stiffer. External bottom brackets, you know, they don't burn out more because they spread the load. No, that's not true. External bottom brackets die like insanely fast. Like they're ridiculous. That's why they started making 47 other standards, trying to make something better, and why so many companies have gone back to square taper. I think this is that bearing press. It also said it did headset cups. I think it'll be fine for most headsets, especially steel stuff. You have to be cheesy and hammer them in with a block of wood and a rubber mallet. Open sesame! I'll probably do a video just on this headset press. Probably reuse this footage of me opening it and some screenshots of buying it on eBay and pressing in a headset. Comes from a place called Not Your Mom's Garage. Alright. I'll check them out. They got lots of cheap tools. Sometimes cheap tools are junk. Sometimes, oh, the same brand, Zitto. Same brand as little pliers. Sometimes cheap tools like the Cyclist frame building tools, man, I really loved. Like their 27.2 seat room mirror and handle was like a quarter of the price of anyone else's seat room mirror, and we used it forever. It was great, and it was like 35 bucks just to rebuy that blade, you know, after building 50 or 70 frames and a bunch of mods and using it all the time. I think some of the Cyclist other stuff is really nice. Some of it's really heavy, like their frame and fork alignment gauge looks like the Park one. It's a solid piece of quarter-inch bar, or you know, like inch bar stock. Or the Park one's like a little piece of aluminum C-channel. So it's like 10 pounds while you're trying to measure to see if your bike's aligned or not. Yes, so it is. Check out this cheesy, real cheesy 1714 wrench. Little threaded rod, so you just thread this guy up to press stuff in. I like a lot of other brands where you just slide the thing on and it locks into place, so you don't have to thread. A lot of them will have like a little spacer, so maybe I'll go try and find like, you know, a big aluminum spacer that'll just slide on, so I never have to thread this more than just like the bottom inch. It's got a goofy little handle that you'll thread on the top. It's got a set screw for this. You probably thread it on and leave it on forever. And it looks like this will tighten into the top and hold this handle in place. It's got some goofy little bearings, or little cup faces. So the kind of look at the Park one, they have a little indent on the bottom, which I'll use sometimes on outer metal cups. A little indent on the inside, which sometimes I'll use on the inside of cups if the walls don't come up and hit these side steps. So they're really for different stepped faces and things. So I'll probably just use them upside down incorrectly on most headsets and hope I don't smash nice alloy light headsets. And then it's got a couple of little sort of sealed cage bearings that aren't really sealed. So a little bearing set in the middle with two little cups. So this way you're tightening it down, you're not just getting all friction. It can spin on the bearings instead of just crunch and pinch and tear on these threads. So this is cool, and I will do a headset press video with this kinda ASAP so everybody can check her out. It's a really crappy loose-fitting 17. Who knows why the other side's a 14. It's the cheapest wrench they could get, I bet. But it's a cool kit. It was like 35 bucks. The Park headset presses are like 150 used now. I had 3 of them I collected over the years for nothing or in trades, and I sold them for 50 bucks each. I had no idea they were so expensive, and I'm sad now. I also used to have the Efficient Velo Tools headset press, and that one is the truth. If you're a professional shop, you're building weird stuff, you're building stuff with tall head tubes, if you're a frame builder, building big bikes, that Efficient Velo Tools headset press is the absolute truth. It's like $350 wholesale, I think, $5 or $6 retail. If I start a shop again, that'll be the first tool I buy. But yeah, thanks for watching my little video. I got all the parts and scores from last week's weekend update video on the garage sale parts and parts bikes, and tearing down that old Univega parts bike, and kind of tearing down the Fagan. It's a whole little story of its own. Poor Fagan. I had to cut the stem out. It was frozen. So I get the headset out. I got one crank off. The other crank's dust cap is so frozen. Man, I just rounded it out. I drilled new holes. I broke a pin spanner. So I'm just soaking it and soaking it and soaking it. And hopefully it'll come out. Hopefully I can get that bottom bracket out, because it's badass. I would love some scruffy parts for it. It'd be super fun. Alright, man. So thanks for watching. I'm going to clean some parts and take some photos and pack some eBay and list some more stuff on eBay in my little photo booth. And it should be totally cool.